Hi, I'm Carolyn Breece from the OSU Honeybee Lab, and welcome to the Oak Creek Center for Urban Horticulture. This is our educational apiary, and this is where we do all kinds of educational events for master beekeeper. We bring classes out here. We have tours and all kinds of different events where we showcase honeybees, how they are in their natural cavities, and we have different kinds of hives that you can see behind me that people keep as either hobbyist beekeepers, commercial beekeepers, or just for fun in people's backyards. So this apiary is a lot of fun, and we have many events throughout the year that really show people the importance of honeybees for pollination and honey production, of course, and just honeybee biology. So the Honeybee Lab has three main focuses. One is education, research, so education for extension, so for community members, mostly adult learning, and teaching undergraduate OSU students. We bring field trips out here, and there are classes that are online and in person, and research. So way down at the end there are some research colonies, but most of our research colonies are kept in other apiaries around Corvallis. So these are our fun hives here in our educational apiary. So let's just walk a little bit and I'll show you the different hives that we have. This is a Warehive, and it's a little bit crooked right now, but this is a kind of hive that people have been using for many, many years, and it's interesting. There are windows in the back. I'll try to do this here. So you can watch the bees collecting honey. This is comb that's attached to the windows, and you can see how the chambers of the honeycomb is filled with honey. Some of them are empty. So this is a lot of fun to watch. The comb extends all the way through this hive. So it's a challenge to manage, but people really like to do it this way. The comb is built free form for how the bees want it to be, rather than in kind of a beekeepers can purchase foundation where bees build the comb off of, but this is how the bees want it. So you can see there's a little bit of curving here and there, but our purchased frames are very straight. so it's a little bit different, but people really like this more natural way. Traditional European skep style hive, and this is really just for fun. This is completely impractical for beekeeping, but it's a lot of fun because this is the kind of beehive that you see in pictures of medieval times and the Utah state highway signs and so on. So there are bees in there, and they have built comb. If we turn it upside down, you can see a whole bunch of parallel comb. But for beekeepers, it's not practical because in order to harvest honey, you would have to destroy the hive, and you really can't inspect anything. This is a really popular style hive. This is called a top bar hive, and we have a whole bunch of bees just hanging out here. They're hot and crowded, and they're just hanging. So this is a fun hive as well because they build comb off of these bars, and so people with any means can keep bees this way. You can keep bees in this kind of style in a 50-gallon barrel that's on its side. So there are developing countries that use this style of beekeeping. It's a great way to produce honey and use bees for pollination. So these other hives, the white one and blue one right there is a very standard commercial beekeeping unit. So it's easy to put on a truck. It's easy to transport from crop to crop for pollination. This one here is a really great hive. It's a long horizontal hive. So people that aren't great with lifting can use this hive and be able to lift. You don't have to lift a 100-pound box to get the honey or to do inspections. It's all horizontal. So people that don't want to lift, people that may be in a wheelchair, this is a very accessible hive, and we really like this one because it's everybody's hive. And then you can see here there are these tree stumps around that people have given us because they've had bees nesting in them. And for the most part, they're all empty now, but they used to have bees, and that is how bees, honeybees, live in nature, in tree cavities. So they're really fun to just have around our apiary. Let's take a look at what some researchers are doing for a study with honeybees. These are researchers who are doing a study on honeybees and how pesticides affect bees at different age levels. So we have previously come and painted bees of different ages, and now these people are collecting the painted bees. They're going to put them into cages and take them to the lab. And the bees are color-coded based on what age they are. So we'll be able to see how pesticides affect different ages of honeybees. So we have someone clicking, counting the number of bees. We have someone sucking up the bees with a kind of a dust buster that keeps bees alive in a little chamber. And it's a lot of fun, so we have a lot of people taking pictures. We do this kind of research all the time. We have painting bees is a great way to just know exactly how old they are, so we can test effects of this or that on an exact age of bee. We also do a lot of nutrition studies and trying to figure out what's best in a bee's diet to make it healthy and strong for pollination. We look at different miticides. Bees have a terrible parasite called the varroa mite, and we're always looking at ways to help bees stay healthy and have effective miticides to get rid of those mites. So those are some of the highlights of what we do for research. And someday I hope you can come out and take a look at our bees. It's really fun, and our apiary is open to anybody. So come along.